Hey guys, so I had a guy wanting to buy this vent window off of my '89 Jeep Cherokee. I did some research, couldn't really find any information on how to get it out. Figured it out, so I figured I'd put up a video for y'all to have. The Jeep is scrapped. I'm just parting it out now, so slowly pulling off pieces for different people, but. So to get the vent window out, you've got to pull your window and door lock handle off, and then pull these two screws out and get your handle off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that off real quick. Okay, so when you pull your handle off, driver's side, if you got power windows, you're gonna have all these plugs. They kind of just pop on there, so what I do is just get a flat head in there and just kind of work them off. That way you're not pulling the connectors off of the switch. Alright. And then you'll have these tabs that hold your door lock and your door handle actuator. And there's a little tab right there. You just flip it back and that rod will slide up. Let me get those disconnected. Okay. So you can see that white tab is flipped back, as well as the black one on top. Now, like I said, this is just a scrap Jeep, so I'm not really worried about breaking the tabs. But if you're just replacing your window and you plan on running this Jeep, then I would be a little bit more ginger with those tabs because they do like to break. But then you just pop these connecting rods out and your handle will come off. Okay, so here's how it works. That rod locks into here and comes up through this right here, and that's what actuates your door handle and your door lock. As you can see, the spring in mine is broken. I'm not really worried about it. It's a junk Jeep. But these are what lock into those tabs. So now that you got that off, come around and pop all your Christmas tree pins out of your door panel. And you should be able to lift this right off. Let me get this door panel off. Okay, so now that you got the door panel off, there's going to be a Phillips head screw right here, a Phillips head screw right here, and then if you haven't had your door panel off before, you'll have to pull this plastic back and get in to this little window right there. And you can see that there's a nut in there, and that's what holds this rod down to here. It connects in there. So let me get those unbolted real quick. Okay, so we got the screws and that bolt out. Now I will say, driver's side door was a 10 mil head bolt. I took the passenger side apart just to see how bad it was, and it was a T30 Torx. So you might want to grab a couple extra tools just in case. Now, if your vent window's never been out, it might be kind of stuck right here where they seam everything. It might take a little bit to pop it loose, but once you get it popped loose, you just kind of work it up and let that rod slide up as you work the vent window back and kind of roll it out of the door. So let me get that pulled out real quick. Okay, one thing I did forget to mention, if your window is not all the way completely down, you won't be able to articulate this back enough to clear, because this track is what holds the front side of the big window. So what I did was just took a battery and some jumper wires and just actuated the window motor to let it go down. If you've got manual windows, you obviously don't have to worry about that. My XJ is a Laredo, so it's got all the power options. So now let me try this again, getting this vent window out. Okay, so it's articulating right here on this pivot point. You can see, grab my flashlight, you can see that rod in there where it's running down through there. So let me get this pulled out for you. Alright, there you go. Now if you do have power options, the plugs in here for your power door locks, mirrors, windows, all that stuff, as you're pulling the vent window rod out, keep an eye out for these connectors, because the vent window will actually grab your connector and you could damage the wiring coming out. This little guy right here will grab the wiring, and you'll either get caught up on it, yank it out, or pull the wiring out of the plug. So just keep an eye out for that. But yeah, pretty simple actually. A lot easier than I figured it would be. So I hope this helps some of y'all out.